That is right, guys. Welcome to episode 4. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Episode 4 of the Here's the Thing podcast. It is the holiday season. The weather outside is frightful. Yes, it is. And the fire is so delightful. Since there's no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Unless you live in Wisconsin where it's been snowing the past several days and you want it to stop. All right, like I said in the intro, you guys, we are going to be discussing favorite holiday traditions, treats, and memories. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to be sharing. What should we start with? What should we start with, guys? Let's do treats, holiday treats. There's a difference. Holiday food, holiday treats. Treats. There was this cookie that my mom and I used to make every holiday season. It's a very famed cookie. I believe others do it as well. It's this sugar cookie of some kind, I believe. Oh my God. I should have done my research before. I'm very confident in that. It's a sugar cookie of some kind with a Hershey Kiss in the middle. Man, that stuff is very good. Very, very, very good. It's a lot of work. Very time consuming, but man, the payoff is worth it. So that's probably my number one Christmas treat. Also, I just I should have said this at the start, but if you're watching on YouTube, I got my festive going on. I got my festivity going on with a little Christmas hat, a little Christmas number. This tassel thing keeps wanting to go from side to side. Okay, we're just gonna keep it there. Okay. Focus, Mason. Christmas trees. Probably my second favorite would. Oh man, there's a lot of them, but the one that comes to mind right now is peppermint bark. Peppermint bark. That stuff is actually very good. I know they sell it like outside of the holiday season as well, but I'm not like that. I'm not that big of a fan of it. But man, there's something about peppermint bark during Christmas that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, whew. They have those peppermint Hershey Kisses too. Can you imagine that in the middle of that cookie? Whoo! Mind explosion. And any really chocolate chip cookies during the holiday season. Why not? Hey, Santa seems to enjoy it. With milk. That guy knows how to live. Anyway, we're gonna veer away from treats before I make any other weird, random, cringy statements. We'll go to holiday memories. And like I said, I would like for you guys to share with me as well, whether it be via the Instagram post that I post in the comments of this video on YouTube, or whatever. If you're listening to this, I don't know if you can comment in Spotify or Apple, whatever. I would like to know your favorite traditions, memories, and holiday treats as well. We're going to go on to memories, though, for me. There's a couple that come to mind immediately. First and foremost, I think it's just being with family around this time of year. That's got to be number one, because there are families that don't have that luxury, and it's as somebody who has that luxury, it's very it's sad to know that people don't have that. So, just be around family and loved ones. That's the most important thing. But as far as like exterior memories, we'll make up that phrase. When I was younger, getting all the presents, because Mason got all the presents. I'm just kidding. That's not true. Ego, Mason. I got this like little Tykes snowmobile type of deal. And I was really excited at that time. It's documented in a home video. And most of my memories from that time are documented in home videos. I like to think I have a pretty good memory too, but that definitely aids in the memory process. Anyway, my grandpa and my stepdad and I at the time, Mason, rewind. Myself, my grandpa, and my stepdad at the time went to the local baseball field to go sledding. Mason, the local baseball field, you can't sled on a flat surface. How do you know? Just kidding. Let me explain. It's a baseball field with the backstop, right? The backstop at a baseball field. Behind that backstop is a hill with two sections. Two hills, if you will. And it's a pretty steep hill, man. I'm not going to lie to you. As a little kid, that hill is steep. And young Mason was afraid of literally, virtually everything in life. You go to a movie theater, and you have an entrance that goes literally right up next to that freaking huge screen, Mason's going to be afraid. And he's going to say, let's go to the back immediately, because I don't want to be near that big screen. You want to go to Universal Orlando? That's fine, but I'm closing my eyes through every ride. That kind of a thing. But here we go, sledding. And before that, I remember in my mind, like, yeah, this is fun. I got a snowmobile, man. I got a snowmobile. I'm going to ride down the hill. It's going to be awesome. Get there. Nope. Nay. No, thank you. So my grandpa, being the awesome person that he always has been throughout his entire life, he helped me. He helped train me how to use it and told me that everything was going to be okay and we're going to go down the hill. And guess what? It worked. It worked. His coaching worked to young Mason, and that is one of my my favorite memories, man. That's documented on that home tape, and it's one of my favorites to watch this time of year and every time of year. It's awesome. So, and I'm very close to my family, and it's awesome to have those memories. And also, the big memory from that time is that in that day of sledding, my stepdad at the time wanted to sled it as well. So my grandpa took over the recording, and it's back in the early 2000s when you had to hold the camera like this, those big honking cameras. And my grandpa was recording, I would say, about 91% of the time sideways. So it was a whole deal where my stepdad was going up the steps that this baseball field has to go up the hill, and so the way that my grandpa was recording made him look like he was going down the stairs. You'd have to see the video to laugh, but anyway, that's probably my favorite memory. Just getting presents too, man. Just all the presents I've gotten over the years. NSYNC, Beanie Babies, to name one. My first ever PlayStation. Oh man, that was. I mean, we got the PS5 now, and the graphics and everything are just way beyond. But man, that was when I got my first PlayStation. Before that, I had a Sega and a Game Boy. I thought that was the be all end all, but no, PlayStation. That was next generation. So that was that kind of rhymed a little. That was fun, and also I got an RV, like a little Tykes RV, and then that began my obsession with RVs as a kid. Because, right, every kid is obsessed with recreational vehicles. Why wouldn't they be? So those are my favorite memories that I can really think of at the top of the head. That sounded horrible. That I could think of. Sorry. We're gonna move on, okay? For the sake of anything else happening before me getting canceled, we're going to just move on to holiday traditions. My favorite holiday traditions. Obviously, I guess being with family is probably number one. But just watching Christmas movies with my mom, man, and my family. My mom and I have always decorated our tree while watching Christmas movies. Hey, we got Elf in the house right here if you're watching on YouTube. Got my Elf coffee mug going on. It's always been a tradition of ours for as long as I can remember, and I love that. It screams Christmas, which is what it's really all about. And it's a little bit different now, you know? before we decorated the Christmas tree, watched Elf, Grinch, Santa Claus, and we were drinking, milk and just water. I can't remember exactly what we were drinking, but that was back then. But now we're decorating the tree, watching Christmas movies, but it's different. We're drinking wine together. So that's just being around family, and can never take it for granted, ever. So because there's gonna come a time when that's not gonna be the case. So you gotta keep it close. But last episode we discussed our favorite Christmas movies and music. So I think we pretty much covered Christmas. Like I said, this is going to be a very short episode. And I think that's going to be the end of it. So I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season. I hope you guys have enjoyed these last few episodes. I will probably I'll probably be back at the end of the holiday season, so probably around the new year, January. Mason, that's the new year. I'll be back then with episode 5. I don't know what it's going to be about, but maybe New Year's resolutions or whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, thank you for listening and watching these last few episodes. If you have been enjoying them, thank you. And I hope that you stick with me into the new year. They're only going to get better and bigger. And that's what she said. So, thank you guys so much. Happy holidays. I hope you get to spend it with your family. And just have an awesome time. Drink a lot of eggnog. Drink a lot of wine. Drink a lot of milk and cookies. Might want to save that for Santa as well. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. All love. Be safe. And happy holidays.